Hey guys, it's John here again, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly what it says in the title. Been to the recent Guernsey record fair today and picked up all of this. So if you want to watch and find out what I got, then stay tuned. Usually I buy loads of CDs. I couldn't find anything I really wanted, needed, and didn't have. So I couldn't remember if I had this. So this is the only one I got, and it's the Carpenters' first album. I think it is the first one, just titled Carpenters. And yeah, the rest of the video ain't going to be all Carpenters or anything like that. All right, it's going to be lots of rock and metal and stuff like that, and a couple of other things. So first of all, I'm just going to say it was a really good turnout at the record fair for Guernsey, really. And it's usually this one's put on a bit closer to Christmas. But yeah, end of October, seems like there's more people gone out because it's not so close to Christmas and because nobody wants to spend loads of money. It's probably a good thing, really. But yeah, there was a lot of things I was going to buy. I spent probably the most I've ever spent at a record fair. And yes, because of the price of records, you know, the sellers have sort of bumped up their prices, and those sort of sellers I stayed away from. You only had to look at a few things. I went, nah, I'm going to go back to some of the other ones that I know have sold before, and they are, you know, they sell good stuff, and they're not asking telephone numbers. But yeah, so first of all, this one cost me £4. I'm not going to, they've got all sleeves on, so I'm just going to show you with the sleeve, with the price, and then just to show I'm not telling you porkies. But yeah, this is a Graham Bonnet album, and it's called Lineup. I've never owned this before. It cost me £4, which really is a bargain. And I think they've actually valued it at £4 approximately, so they were fair enough not to put it too high. But yeah, that is the front cover. And Cozy Powell's on drums on this one, Mickey Moody on guitars. Once I saw those two guys there, and John Lord's on keyboards, I was like, I've got to have this. Gary Twigg is on bass, don't know him. But yeah, there's the back cover. I bought some another album with Mickey Moody, actually. That's not a Whitesnake album, which I'll show you soon. But yeah, it's got a bit of a where there's been a price ticket there, and it's just ripped it a bit. But the record is actually really good. That's the inner sleeve with the lyrics, and Night Games is on there. I really like the song Night Games, and there's another song on there called, was it SOS? I thought that was by somebody else for a minute, but it's not. But yeah, it's on Vertigo. I might actually put the light on just to give you a bit more. I don't know if you can see pretty well there. The light actually might give it glare, so maybe I won't. But yeah, that's Lineup. That came out in 1981. So he was out of Rainbow then. Actually, I saw that album, Down to Earth, Rainbow one. It was £8, and I thought, I have got a copy. Mine's not the best, and I put it back down because it was early on in the sale, and I thought, no, I'm going to have a look round first and pick up the stuff I really want. And I should have gone back and got it really. This one was one I got at the last, before I left actually. It only cost £3, and I couldn't remember if I had it, and I don't know if I still do. It was only £3, but there is a reason why it's a bit scuffed there. But yeah, Saxon, Power and the Glory. This has got the Power and the Glory, and that, and the eagle has landed on here. But yeah, this is from 1983, and this is on Carrera Records. I think that's that French label. I'm sure it is. Just have a look. It's only a poly-lined white sleeve, and it's got the pink label there. The record was in amazing condition, and I just thought for £3, you know, if I find a better sleeve, then I'll grab one. Well, I'll grab it. The sleeve, the record sleeve's not brilliant, but for £3, it will do. So there's that one. And then I better put these somewhere safer than that. Right. Next one is another related one to that. Actually, no, tell a lie, it's not. Well, yeah, it is, because obviously the guitarist that played with Graham Bonnet when he was in Rainbow was Richie Blackmore, and I managed to find a copy of Perfect Strangers. Now, this one's been left in the shrink. I got it for, it says £6 on there, but there was a slight mark on the record, which isn't that bad, and half the price, so £3. So hopefully, if I can get this shrink off without damaging it too much, Perfect Strangers will be a perfect price. And yeah, I don't know what's going on there actually. That's actually got some damage on there. That should be black. But yeah, there's some of the label's been, well, this shrink has obviously been left on there too long, and when they've pulled it off, it's brought the colour off as well. That's a warning. Do not leave the original shrink on your records, because it can cause all sorts of issues. So I'm going to leave that on there, I think. I don't want it to get any worse. But yeah, for £3, it was not bad find. It actually has a perfect conditioned inner sleeve, which is nice and shiny. I love the song Perfect Strangers. Absolutely awesome. Wasted Sunsets is pretty good. Knocking at Your Back Door. I've heard the other songs, Nobody's Home but Mean Street, but that was a long time ago and I can't remember how they go. So, and this is the vinyl inside. It's on Polydor, and the record is, you know, pretty good, other than just one mark on it. Where is it now? Is it this one? I cannot see it now, but oh, it's got a mark around up here. It's just along, it's actually, I think it might be just a bit of wear, but other than that, there's a good sheen, colouring to it. It's not like faded and scratched, like loads of little scratches or anything like that. It's still got a sheen to it, so that should hopefully play fine. So £3, absolute steal. hard to find some of those records for that price. Even if I was to buy that online, if I paid £3 for that online, I still got to pay for the postage to get it here. So it's at least I get to see it. Now this is the newest record, but of an old record. It's a new copy, still sealed. I paid £10 for this, and it's actually a half-speed remaster that was done at Abbey Road Studios, and it is Roxy Music, and I think this is just self-titled Roxy Music. I'm not sure if this is the debut album. Okay, I like Brian Ferry stuff, but I don't actually own this record, so I don't know. That's why I grabbed this, because it's still sealed, brand spanking new copy. It's a 1972 record, but this issue here was 2022. So, and it's perfect condition for the cover. So that was £10. There was no jacket with this one, but yeah, I got it for £10. Next one is the one that it's got Mickey Moody on, and this is the band he was in before Whitesnake. I can't remember if it was straight before Whitesnake or a band or so before it, but this one cost me 15, and I have the next or the first one of this, the other one by this band is Snafu, and this one cost me £15, and it's in really good nick, and it's a WWA, which is just a cheaper version, I think. But yeah, it's a gatefold. That picture in it, very cool. Sorry about the glare. And let me know what you think of this band. I don't know a lot of them, but I've got the other album, which I've had for a couple of years or so, and I just got it because Mickey Moody was in the band, and I like anything that's Whitesnake related. Comes with a polyline plain sleeve, and the record was absolutely amazing condition. There's the label, and this is side 1. I don't know all the members in this band, to be quite honest. I'm looking forward to putting it on. Like Pete Solly was in it, yeah, and he went on to do the keyboards. It was on the EP, the Snakebite EP, I think it was. I think that was all he did, was the keyboards on there. Bobby Harrelson was the lead vocals, and drums Terry Popple, and Colin Gibson was bass guitar. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. This is printed and made in England, this one. So there's the back of it. I just think it's very cool. Right. So put that down there. We've still got a load to go through, so this could be a long video. I think I've got enough memory. I've had this about 3 times, this album. I have it on CD. I have the deluxe CD, and I have, many times. And I had about 2 or 3 copies of this on vinyl. One of them I gave to one I put in a record fair a number of years ago, and I didn't realise I'd sold it. And then I thought I still had it with another one. Then my friend of mine was desperate for that record. He really would have loved to have had a copy, so I gave it to him as a present. And it's this album. Now, this one cost £10. It has the poster. The reason why I've got it is because when I went back later on to find the copy of it to do a video, I didn't have it anymore. and I must have sold the other one without realizing the first one, and then gave the other one to my mate as a present because he loved this album and he was chuffed to bits to get it. But yeah, I got this copy. It was a bit more expensive than I expected to pay. It was 10 quid. There it is, £10 wood poster, but it is in really good condition, and I do like this album. Danny Lane on there as well, and it's got the inner sleeve there with the lyrics, and that is the vinyl. And On the Run. Let me know if you like Paul McCartney and the Beatles and Band on the Run. Wings should I say, and this album. I do collect as much Paul McCartney as I can find. If I see it out, I do try and buy it. And yeah, it came with a poster, which is still like this. And to be quite honest, I did have a copy with the poster. I actually think that's the one I gave my mate. But yeah, there's the poster. Oh, that bit there's not cut off, it's just kinked. There we go. 1 second. Right, I'm back. Sorry. Right, so I grabbed a couple of 7-inch singles as well. There was quite a few 7-inch singles that I wanted. There was a Europe Final Countdown 7-inch single, and I usually buy those when I see them, but it was £2, and I went, stuff that. So if it had been 50 pence, pound, I would have gone, yeah, okay, I'll have that. But no, or 25p. But yeah, there was lots of Def Leppard singles for some reason, and some AC/DC stuff, and there was some really cool stuff that I wanted to buy. I'll show you those singles at the end, the ones I got. Right, another record. This one cost me £4. This is like a very best of. I do have and collect this guy's stuff, but I just didn't have this one. There's the £4, and it is one-time Van Halen singer Sammy Hagar, and this is the very best of Sammy Hagar, Red Alert Dial 9. Yeah, I've never owned this. I don't know if you can get this on CD. I've never come across it. But yeah, it's got red on it. This Planet's on Fire. Trans Am, 20th Century Man, Space Station number 5, which was from Montrose times. But yeah, there is the back cover for £4. I was like, I have to get that. This is very, very cool, and I love that Sammy Hagar loves red. It's just weird, eh? Everything he sort of releases under his name has got red. There's some very cool covers on his albums as well. Inside it just comes in this horrible white non-polyline sleeve, and it would have been nice if they had done the label a proper decent bright red. It's a nice burgundy colour. Capitol Records. But yeah, this came out, what year is this? 1982, this compilation. But yeah, hopefully you can see that. And yeah, it's in, looks like it's never been played. It's that good. I'm really pleased with the stuff I've got though. It's been a really good find, and normally I don't come away from the record fairs with this much vinyl, so it's normally more CD and tape and a few vinyl, but not as much as this. This one I got because it has got a mark on it and I got it for half price. So I'm hoping the record plays. I do have 2 copies of this on picture disc, and it's you know, from a brilliant band, a brilliant British band that's started out in the end of the 70s, and unfortunately we lost the guitarist at the start of 2024. And it's the band Magnum, and it did say £6 and I got it for 3 because I was cheeky enough to say I'm not happy with the mark on the record. But yeah, and they let me have it for £3, so I was chuffed to bits. And hopefully it still plays okay, because it's not a deep gouge, it's just a slight little mark. I was just being really fussy. They're on Jet Records, which is Don Arden's label, Sharon Osbourne's late father. But yeah, 1983's the 11th Hour by Magnum. If you've never checked this band out, you should. They're a great rock band from the UK, and they've done many albums, and they should have become more famous. It comes with a very cool old looking scroll, as you can see, in a sleeve, and just the songs on here. The Prize is on here. Yeah. So this is the side with the mark on it, and it's just on the last song, but you probably won't even be able to see it. But yeah, this is the other side. Don't know what's going on with the lot. Oh God, I'm nearly eating the records. Don't want to be doing that. But yeah, there we go. That's the typical Jet Records, very boring label, that is. But yeah, 1983. I did pick up another Magnum album, and I think I did. We'll find. Yeah, I'm sure I picked it up. I'm hoping I did. Let me just. Actually, it's somewhere down the pile, I think. We'll go back. We'll go to that after. Right. Judas Priest time. I do have a copy of this on vinyl, but mine is quite ruined because someone had put a sticker on the front of it and tried taking it off, and it tore the front cover in this area here. So it's a big white patch now on mine. So I got this one. It's not perfect. It's got a bit of wear on the bottom. This one cost me a tenner. I don't know what the going rate for Defenders of the Faith by Judas Priest is, but this one was £10. The record is amazing condition, and the back of it, the cover, is pretty good. It's got a bit of ring wear actually. It's not. Do you know what? I only saw that there. When you hold the record up, you don't really see it that much. But yeah, what a awesome album, and probably the heaviest album I bought today. And I was really pleased because this has got the decent inner sleeve with KK, Glenn and Rob there, and Ian Hill up there, and weirdo Dave Holland. Sorry if you're a fan of Dave Holland. I'm not really a fan of Sex Offenders, no. But yeah, there we go. That's the lyrics on that side. And here is the record on CBS. That CBS record label is very boring too. That's why I'm pleased with a lot of the new vinyl that they actually put decent, cool custom labels on them. But, you know, very 80s. Actually, that could be just 70s. You would, I don't think you'd even tell. It's probably designed in the 70s, and there we go. There's nothing. Do you know what? The thing I haven't checked is if there's any other bits and pieces hidden in these records, like, oh, there is. Oh my god. Oh, this might be worth the £10 I paid. Oops, I got an itchy eye, and it actually was squeaky then. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, I've never had one of these. Not in any of the Judas Priest records. It's a there's the band. Look, cool. That was worth 10 quid. So you had to win one of these exciting Suzuki GS 125s. Exciting and GS 125. I don't really think that should be in the same sentence. Exciting and 125. Yeah, might be a bit of fun, but exciting is when you're going faster. But yeah, there we go. Look at that. Did you enter that contest to win that bike? Let me know in the comments below. Do you know what? I'm really glad I looked further into the... I was just about to say, because someone I watch on TikTok actually showed one of their records up, and there was actually a used condom inside the vinyl sleeve. That's not what we want to find in any of our records when we buy them secondhand. So if you're the person that uses condoms and puts them in the vinyl sleeves after you've, you know, finished using them, it's not much fun. Not for the next person. Nobody wants to see that. But yeah, the next one I was really pleased with. Actually, I'm really pleased with everything, to be quite honest. Is this one I did not have, and it's got some really cool bands on it, and it cost me 7 quid, and I was pleased. I didn't give a damn if it had a bit of wear on it, and it's this Reading Reading Rock Volume 1. So this cost me 7 quid, as you can see up there. I really wanted this for Whitesnake, and then you see who else is on the bill, and I was like, holy cow, this is awesome. You have got Whitesnake, Terraplane, which is the band before Danny Bowles and Luke Morley did Thunder. They were in that band. You've got Marillion. There's Bodgy on here. I'm not really into Bodgy. Bernie Marsden's doing the song SOS, which is absolutely awesome. That's worth buying this for as well. Twisted Sister on here, Shoot 'Em Down. There's Michael Schenker, who I like this stuff. Marillion again, Terraplane again. There's 2 songs by them. UFO on here with Hot and Ready. Bodgy's got 2 songs on here. Absolutely killer. I'll show you what's on there. But yeah, Whitesnake's song is Walking in the Shadow of the Blues. I just wish I had the whole concert. But yeah, absolutely awesome. And the records, right? It's only 1 sleeve, not a gatefold. Got 2 records in there, and honestly, they are spot on. I'll just show you one of them. They come in these horrible white sleeves, which need replacing, and that is the label there. Reading Rock 1982, which came out in 1982, the compilation. And there's people like Chinatown, Jackie Linton, don't know that person. Spider, Grand Prix, Just Good Friends, never heard of them. Chinatown, that band. Randy California, Stampede. That Jackie Linton's on here twice. No idea who that is. But yeah, I'm surprised there's only one song by Whitesnake, because I think they were the ones that headlined it, the Reading Festival then. Let me know in the comments if you went to it, and if you have this record, and if you can see yourself in the crowd. Let me know. I cannot get the records back in here very well. This is why it feels like there's something else in there, which I'm probably squashing. Shouldn't say that word. We still have all of this to go through. Right, I picked up 3 albums by this guy, and this one here cost me £5, and there it is, £5, and it is, I think this is more of like a best of. Let's just put that down. Ask Judas Priest. Let's just put this down here. Right, it's Rory Gallagher, and this is the story so far. I think this is just a best of. It's got Laundromat on, Cradle Rock, Walking on Hot Coals, Who's That Coming. There's 4 songs on side 1, and side 2 there's In Your Town and Hands Off, just the 2. And that is the back of the record. And I think this must have been maybe a US one, because it's on Polydor, but the end has been clipped, and those were ones I think that were normally put in bargain bins. They never used to do that here in the UK. They used to just put a reduced sticker on it. It was better than just trimming that. But yeah, or putting a big cut in it, which ruined the thing. But yeah, I've just read the back. It is definitely it's an American one. So I like the artwork on the front. That's very cool. Let me know if you've got this. And I'll show you. It's just in a polyline, plain, horrible paper sleeve. And the record was really good condition, was it? There, look. There you go. On Polydor. And actually, that says, it says there's a song on there called Bullfrog Blues, right? And I can't see it. You see there? Bullfrog Blues. Now, sorry, that looked like it was writing up there for that thing. It's up there, look. 3 and 4 have been snuck in up there. Look, that's really confusing. So there's 4 songs. There's 8 songs on this in total, and Too Much Alcohol was the other song. That's the one I missed. All right. Yes, I thought that little bit was next to credits. That is going to have to stay out of there, because that's a bit tight getting in. The next one, oh god, there's a good one coming up. It's a good one I was really pleased to get. I hope you don't mind watching this video longer, because it's going to be a long video. This one here cost me £10, and I was really pleased to get this as well. This is another Rory Gallagher one. This is there you go, 10 quid. This is the the album Blueprint. And I don't think there is a song Blueprint. This has got the song Walk on Hot Coals. It's on the other one. And Yeah, Hands Off, I think, is on that one, maybe. But yeah, this one's in really good nick. I was so chuffed to get this. When I saw it, I just grabbed it. Never seen me grab something so fast. Actually, I've got another thing to tell you about that I was going to buy and I didn't. And it's rare as hen's teeth. But yeah. Oh, no, there's actually two I missed out on. But yeah, there we go. That's the back of the Rory Gallagher album, Blueprint. And that's from sometime in the 70s. I'm going to have to look at the record. Comes this boring polyline sleeve. And this album's from 1973. And there's a little bit of a mark on there, actually. I hope that's going to be alright and play alright. But yeah, there we go. That's the label. Blueprint. I think I've got this on CD, but I only bought the CDs the start of this year. I've been listening to those. Right. The other Rory Gallagher one I'm going to show you is this one. It had a bit of a slight split on the top, which has been just taped over. This was 15 quid. I don't know if I've overpaid on this, I'm not sure, but it is Tattoo. And I've just got to take these out because these are advertisements. The Guernsey record exchange thingy that's going on, and another thing says cash for your records in Guernsey. Yeah, more like they're gonna try and underprice your records to get them cheap. But yeah, so this one here, Rory Gallagher, that's the back cover, Tattoo. And I'm so pleased I got these records. You don't ever see this stuff over here. I've been to many record fairs over here, and I never find his music. And I've been trying, even on CD. I ended up having to buy it all new. And so this record, this is, let's just see. Oh yeah, it's on one of these poly lines. And this album came in 1973. As well as that one down there. But yeah, that's the label. I think he did actually release quite a few albums in a short space of time. If I'm right, just let me know in the comments, because I'm fairly new to collecting his stuff. So, but yeah, there's a song I like of his quite a lot. I think that one came out about 76, 77, and I'm trying to think what it's called again. If you want to see my Rory Gallagher CDs that I did collect earlier this year, there are videos for them. That did not go back very well, that record. Well, this one, I was like, wow. I was like, I haven't got anything. Actually, no, I got one CD by this guy. The rest of the stuff is when he was in the Scorpions. And this this album, I don't even own on CD. So when I saw it, I was like, wow. I like the artwork on it as well. And I just had to have it. It cost me 8 quid. And I weren't going to try and haggle the price down. And it's this one, 8 quid. Electric Sun, Firewind by Uli Roth, who was in the Scorpions. And this is an album after he'd left there. I don't know how many albums after he'd left there, but this is like 19, 80, and this is a German press, a West German press, and yeah, it's on Brain. Okay, but yeah, let me know what you think of this. This is damn cool. And when I first used to listen to the early Scorpions, I didn't really like Uli Roth's singing, or but as I've got older and appreciated the music more, I do like what he did in the Scorpions, and his guitar playing was amazing. So this has got a lyric sleeve. Do you know what? I need to check inside, don't I? There's no goodies in there, and no used condoms, which is a bonus. So yeah, this record, that bit dust, yeah. This record is just like that. Look at that. Very, very cool. I'm just going to go and open the blind a bit, because that's upside down. So that's that side, because it's getting a bit darker in here as the evenings are drawing in. 1 second. Yeah, so let me know what you think of this. I think it's very, very cool, and yeah, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, wow, I've got to have that. Definitely got to have that. The next thing is one I do already have. Surprise, surprise. I picked up all sorts of Def Leppard stuff as well, and put it all back, except for two things, which I'll show you at the end. But yeah, this is, the reason I got this is because mine's quite worn out on the sleeve. The record sleeve is a bit beaten up, but then I got this one because this one's got the hype sticker on it, and it cost me 10 quid. It's Alice Cooper's School Days, and this is the early recordings of Alice Cooper. The reason I got this is because of the hype sticker. It's a French hype sticker. So, and my other one I don't think is a French copy, so I haven't checked it. Will have to check that. This being a French copy, these are the ones that I like getting. They are very cool, and I can turn it up that way because it's upside down that way. See, as you can see, there is the track listing. There's loads of songs on there, but yeah, they are, that very early stuff before the proper Alice Cooper band. Like, sort of, these are before, like, they really hit it sort of big. What's the first proper Alice Cooper album was? Do you know what? I've forgotten what it's called now. I can't believe. I hate getting old and forget things. Right, you all know the one if you're an Alice Cooper fan. But yeah, these songs are from, like, Easy. Is it Easy Action was one of the CDs, and Pretty's for You, that's the two. And I think these songs are from those two, or maybe just before that. So but yeah, this is pretty damn cool, and I was really pleased to get it because I saw Alice Cooper in July, and he was awesome at the O2. So yeah, and some of the guys from the original Alice Cooper band came on stage as well. Obviously not Glenn Buxton, because he passed away many years ago, but yeah, it was very cool to see them as well. Let's have a look at the record. So, the thing I did miss out on, because I was right there about to talk about it, and the guy in front of me had picked it up, and it was the Alice Cooper album that's got the pair of pants inside, and it was an original copy with the pants. He wanted £30 for it, and it was in really good condition. And I said to him, I said, you probably get up to 100 quid for that. Why are you selling it for 30? And the guy that was in front of me went and bought it. I should never have opened my mouth because he might have put it back down. So yeah, this is the record with the Warner Brothers label. But yeah, very, very cool record, and just awesome. I just love getting these old records. It's very cool. There is another record. It's 2 records. I don't think there's any. There won't be any pants in here unless they've been put in the wrong sleeve. But yeah, I can put a pair of mine in, but I don't think anybody wants those. And there's the other one. And it's in really good nick, because this one is, the vinyl is really, really good, like nearly new looking, whereas mine's got a few marks on it, and a few very fine light hairline scratches on it, like it's been for a car wash type thing, you know, like when your car gets all those swirly marks on it from a car wash. That's what my record looks like. It plays, but it ain't gonna play as good as this one. So those can go back in there. Maybe not. I'll do those later. We've still got loads. Right, this one is a 12-inch single. And this one has got, oh, this is the sleeve. So it cost me 4 quid. Now I thought this was, you know, pretty cool. This is actually a US press, and it's by the band Rainbow. And it is this here, which I'm trying to work out if, first of all, I thought it might have been a German press, because I saw that there. It's actually printed in the US. I don't know, is that just one of the songs off of that album? I haven't looked. I haven't played this. I haven't really owned this album on CD for, you know, the one this is off, Difficult to Cure. I haven't really owned that on CD for very long, so I haven't really listened to it a lot. Whereas I've had the album in the rack and I've never really even played it. I've had that for years and years. My appreciation for Rainbow, I didn't listen to them. There was a few songs I listened to like 20, 30 years ago or more, but I never really got into it. And it's only been in the last 5 years, 10 years that I've listened to the Joe Turner stuff. I was always associated Rainbow with Ronnie James Dio, and that was it. I didn't even really listen to the Graham Bonnet stuff, so I collect the Joe Turner stuff now as well. So, but yeah, this is a Jealous Lover specially priced record with, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Can't Happen Here and I Surrender, and that is the back, which is just the same as the front. And this came out in 1981, and that is the record there. It's quite a small record. It almost feels like I'm holding a 10-inch vinyl in my hand, but it's not. It is definitely 12-inch. There it is there. Look, that's a nice clean record. I love that song, I Can't Happen Here and I Surrender. Jealous Lover, I can't remember how that goes, to be quite honest. I really do, and appreciate Joe Turner's music that he's done. So, and I need to collect more from him now. But for 4 quid, that was a bargain. Actually, when I said I've got no, I've just got rock and metal and some other types of rock music, I actually lied, because the next record is 80s synth, and it cost me this here £6, and it's actually Depeche Mode's Leave in Silence 12-inch single, which I didn't have, and this has got Leave in Silence, the quieter version. That's quite hilarious. But yeah, there's the back of it. Got a slight little mark around here. It's that type of rough, you know, like your wallpaper feel to it. It's got a lot of the Depeche Mode records that came out in 12-inch form had this rough wallpaper feel. I couldn't understand that. It's almost like Braille, but the other way around, opposite to Braille. All little pinholes. So yeah, this is the vinyl inside. Yeah. So that's the longer version, as it says. Leave in Silence, longer, in brackets, from 1982. And the other one is further excerpts, yeah, from My Secret Garden. Leave in Silence, quieter, in brackets. Now that's quite hilarious. So the quieter version, you need to turn up much louder, I'm sure. Let me know if you're a Depeche Mode fan, because I am. And there we go. I'm going to put that down there quickly. The next record we're going to do is, yes, here's the Magnum album, the other Magnum album, which I couldn't remember if I had this as the standard record. I think I've got it as picture disc, and I definitely got it on CD. And yeah, I've got this one as a different version, as a picture disc, and I'm sure it's a yellow picture disc. I'd have to get it out. Actually, it's right near me, but trying to find it. Oh, it's right there. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, that's Marauder picture disc. No, it's in there somewhere. It's got to be in there somewhere. Just hard trying to find stuff sometimes. Right. Yeah. So this one is Chase the Dragon by Magnum. And yeah, sorry, I hadn't even mentioned that I was looking for Magnum, did I? Fans of Magnum would have known what Chase the Dragon was and stuff like that. So, but yeah, £8. This one I did not pay £8 for. This one, I think. No, it's not. It's not this one. This one's fine. This one I did pay £8 for, and the guy I bought it from had two, and I didn't realise there was two. And maybe I should have checked that he, you know, the other one as well. But this one is in really good condition anyway. But that's it there. Chase the Dragon. He has got another record which I have asked him for. I wanted to double check I had it. So I didn't bring it home. I didn't pay him any money. And I've just come home and found out I don't have it. And that is Gary Moore's The Wild Frontier on vinyl. So I'm getting that from him. And so I can't show you that yet. The next record I'm going to show you is this one here. It's a 12-inch single from someone who's part of the whole Rainbow family, and it is by Ronnie James Dio, and it was when he did his hearing aid charity fundraising, and this was like the heavy metal version of Live Aid, and this was, you know, a really good song. I found a bit of the guitar parts were just widdly, like too much in some parts, but the start of it with Dio singing and the other guys that were singing, and like the start of the guitars and stuff like that were good. It just got a bit over the top towards the end. But yeah, you have people like, you know, Dave Meniketti on here, Rob Halford, Kevin DeBro, Eric Bloom from Blue Oyster Cult, Paul Shortino of Rough Cut, Jeff Tate of Queensryche, which is an awesome band, Dokken of Dokken, and yeah, there was loads of people. Adrian Smith, Dave Murray of Iron Maiden were there. There was loads and loads of people. Vivian Campbell, who was, when he was in Dio, was there, and guys from the Motley Crue there as well. There was the guys from Spinal Tap. Oh god, it was. Go and watch the video if you've never seen it. But yeah, Carmen Apiece, Vinny Appice, which is the brothers. They just like to say their last name different, which is always weird. Jimmy Bain was there. Craig Goldie, who was with Jafrea then, before he went on to replace Vivian Campbell. The guys from Twisted Sister were there. Motley Crue. There was all sorts. Blackie Lawless was there from Wasp. Brad Gillis of Night Ranger. God, yeah, there was loads. There's a list. Frankie Benali. But yeah, if you can see that. I'm going to show you the record. 12-inch single. I got this on 7-inch already. It's got the extended version, so it's just going to be extended guitars. It's probably the one from the video. And the 4.5-minute news, which I've never listened to. But yeah, that's going on later. So £3 I paid for that. Bargain. And it's in really good nick. Next one, which I did not have, and I was really pleased to get this, and this was £8, and it's Alice Cooper Constrictor, and yes, what a great record. It's got the awesome song on here, He's Back, the Man Behind the Mask. There you go, from Friday the 13th. What a cool song. And I can't remember, I can't believe my video is nearly 60 minutes long. I'm sorry guys, but yeah. Inside we have a little sheet there with some, unfortunately no lyrics, which is a shame. They could have put the lyrics there, but there's credits that side. No pants in this one. And plain horrible sleeve, and there is the very nice shiny Constrictor record from 1986. Let me know your favourite time of Alice Cooper. I'm more of the 70s Alice Cooper fan than the 80s. There's people out there that like the early 80s and you know, a lot of that, and I just, no, I'm not really that into it so much. You can go down there. tell me what you think of the new album. That's pretty cool. With the old guys. I don't actually own it yet, but I've listened to it on YouTube. Next record is actually, there's a record here. I couldn't remember if I had it, but I will tell you that in a minute. I do have it on picture disc. So this one here cost me £5. It's this one here, and it's by The Alarm, and this album is called Change. It is there. These are cutouts, but yeah, Change by The Alarm. I didn't have this. I think I've got it on CD. I cannot remember. And it's got a slight little bit of damage, just where one of the cutouts, which is very fragile. You know, over the years since 1989 when this came out, that's probably been knocked a couple of times and been dislodged. This comes with a in a sleeve. Well, not in a sleeve, but you know, an information sleeve with all the lyrics. And yeah, what a great band. Unfortunately, we lost Mike Peters in the summer. He was a brilliant vocalist and musician and singer, and that is the songs on there. And yeah, I've not actually, where's the track listing for this? Sold Me Down the River, that's a good song. What's the other one? And that's the only one I know on there, to be quite honest. Oh, Scarlet, the song Scarlet, yeah, I remember listening to that. So this is the album on IRS label. Yeah, 1989. Great times. The next record I'm going to show you is one I do own on picture disc. It is, I don't think I got it on normal records. If I have, I've wasted £6. And I bet you're all wondering if I have it. But yeah, it is this. Bon Jovi's New Jersey. I definitely have it on picture disc. I just don't know if I've got it on that. I will have a look at the end of this video just to confirm it. But yeah, for £6 to get a copy of New Jersey. And this album's like from 1989, I think, or 88. I think it's 88. Yeah, what a fantastic album this was, and still is. This is just, you know, absolutely awesome. Bon Jovi in their prime. Just, you know, Wild as the Wind. I just love that song. And I'll Be There For You, Stick to Your Guns, Blood on Blood, Born to Be My Baby, Bad Medicine, Living in Sin, Lay Your Hands on Me, I Can Do Without. Homebound Train is just killer. Absolutely killer. Do you know what? Don't you just wish Bon Jovi were like this now? Obviously they grow old. You can never really get to that sort of writing standard ever again. But yeah, we've still got loads to go. This is an 1 hour and 4 minutes something. Wow. And I've still got that to go through. I hope you're still watching. Let me know if you watch it all and put a comment in below that you watched it all. You've got too much time on your hands. So do I. This one cost me £6. It's a little bit worn out, but I wanted it because of who it is. I have his stuff on 12-inch anyway, but this one was one I didn't have, or I can't remember if I had it. And it's Ozzy Osbourne, and it's Symptom of the Universe, and from 1982, on Jet Records, and I wasn't fussed about paying that money. So just, we've lost Ozzy this year, and that was a real, I don't know if it was a real shock. I think it was, we knew he was really poorly, and it was just, when was it going to happen? It was just a shock that happened so soon after doing that last show. But yeah, there we go. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. And at least we've got the very cool music. So yeah. I've got one here that I think I already have, but I had to get it because it's in amazing condition, by another person that we lost many years ago, and it cost me £3. Look there, look, £3, and it is Freddie Mercury and the song Time from the musical Time, and I do have this on 7-inch and 12-inch, but this was in such good condition for its age. I just had to get it, and I'm positive I have it. I think mine's quite poor, and the record is spanking. There we go. Very cool. And that's from 1986. I've got a couple more by Freddie Mercury too. Here we go. Another one bites the dust. 12-inch maxi single with Dragon Attack on the B-side. This was £4, and that's it there. It's a little bit crumpled, but it's getting on a bit. We're all getting on a bit, and this is from 19. It doesn't say, and I've just realised why. It's a German copy, and they don't normally put the dates on the cover. And I wondered why my mate was so eager to get this. He said to me, he goes, "John, do you really want that?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm having this." "Oh, okay." He goes, I was like, I think he wanted it. Normally he's got everything by Queen, and he really wanted it. And I realise why now, because this is a German one. There we go. And he don't normally get those. And 1980. Would you believe it? There's the record, Dragon Attack, and it's really good nick. Wow. Another one bites the dust there. And that's yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. I saw it, and I just was like, I got to have that for £4. £4. Amazing. Another one. Last one from them. Actually, it's the last few records to go, so if you can hang on a bit longer. This one here cost £4 too. This is Who Wants to Live Forever.